Hello there. If this is your first time seeing this face, welcome. I tell all kinds of short stories based on true events. My goal here is to make content good enough for you to start binging. If you have watched my videos before, you can probably tell that I'm still working on my storytelling skills and I'm still trying to find my touch. But enough said, let's get into today's short story. At around 2:30 a.m. in the morning of July 31st, 1977, Cecilia Davis took her dog out for a walk near her apartment in Brooklyn. Her dog's name was Snowball. This was not her normal time of taking her dog out for a walk, but that day she had to do it at 2:30 a.m. because she was running late and she just got home. While she and Snowball were walking, she happened to see a guy hiding behind a tree. Now, she was able to spot that guy hiding behind a tree rather quickly and easily because the tree was very narrow. There was no way that that guy was actually even trying to hide. When the guy and Cecilia's eyes met, the guy actually walked out from behind the tree and started walking towards her. And that's when Cecilia noticed two things that immediately caught her attention. One was that the guy was wearing a jacket while it was in the middle of the summer, and two, the guy was holding his arm in a certain way, kind of like he was hiding something up his jacket sleeve. This strange guy walked by Cecilia, and as he passed, he gave Cecilia a weird smile. Startled and weirded out, Cecilia took her dog immediately back into the apartment and locked the doors. 5 minutes later, she heard popping noises somewhere in the distance outside of the apartment, but she didn't think anything of it because it sounded like firecrackers to her. And so she went to sleep and didn't think much of it. Later that day, Cecilia learned that those popping noises were not firecrackers, but instead they were gunshots. And these gunshots led to the injury of one male and the death of a female. And since this happened just minutes outside of her apartment, she was almost certain that the strange man that she saw, the man who was wearing a thick jacket on a hot summer day, had to be involved. Cecilia called into the police to provide this tip, and the police asked her if she remembered anything else that was out of the ordinary that day, and that was when she mentioned that she remembered seeing an officer issuing a parking ticket to an illegally parked car in the area. So, when the police tracked down all the tickets that were issued in that area that day, they were able to trace back to one person. But it was very suspicious because that person lived in the Yonkers, and what would a person from Yonkers be doing 25 miles away from home at 2:30 a.m. in the morning in Brooklyn? The car that got a parking ticket was a cream-colored Ford Galaxy, and this Ford Galaxy belonged to a man named David Berkowitz. David Berkowitz would ultimately admit to the shooting, and to Cecilia, she thought she had just helped the police catch somebody who injured one person and killed another, but later she would realize that she had helped the police do much more. Because Cecilia Davis had just helped put an end to a year-long reign of terror of the infamous Son of Sam. So I'm gonna end the short story right here. If you like contents like this, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to get back to work.